Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Gossip in the Dark. Today is August 31st, so it's the last day of the month of August 2024, and we're heading into the fall season. So we're here to talk entertainers, worldwide news, all that good stuff.
All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's do this.
So I have my laptop, you can see, red. I love the color red. And I have my little notebook here, my bling bling. Just like with my shirt, bling bling. Okay, so there's a bunch of topics that we're gonna get into. But first, let me just put this right here. Have my notes, my pen for my notes. So I was trying to come up with a name, like to call myself and also to call my followers, my watchers, my subscribers, my likers. And I was thinking the Gossipers, because the channel is Gossip in the Dark, so I'm thinking the Gossipers. Are you feeling that? Do you want to be called the Gossipers? Or the Receivers, the Watchers? Yes, something. And then what am I going to call myself? Like to give my name, to give me like a nickname, a show name. I'm not sure. I usually go by Sexy Red. True story. This has nothing to do with the rapper, nothing like that. This is years ago. And I was, whenever I did any platform or create any account, my username was Sexy Red, spelled with one Y, because I think she spells it with two Y's, something like that. Well, anyways, yeah, so I always used the name Sexy Red, and where that name came from is because I love Betty Boop. Now, you know who Betty Boop is. She's right here. So this is Betty Boop right here. And she looks beautiful in the color red. And, she's one of those sultry, sexy character. And, she's always in red, mostly in red. And then she has her red lips and everything like that. And because my favorite color is red and I like Betty Boop, that's how I came up with my name, Sexy Red. So I was thinking, should I use that? But then it's like, no, because you have Sexy Red, the rapper, and, even though it's spelled differently, I don't want to be, use that name. And then I have heard people coming over to me, talking about I'm using and all that stuff. So yes, way, way before Sexy Red, because I'm not quite sure how old Sexy Red is. But I think I'm old enough to be her mom. So yes, this was way, way before she came up with the name. And to be honest, when it came up that she had the name and I saw who she is, I was like, damn, why? Not to judge, but it was like, why? Why did she have to be the one to use that name? So, so I'm not going to use Sexy Red. And again, for me, it was because red is my favorite color in Betty Boop. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking of a name that I should give myself, and I don't want to use my real name. And so that's something I'm going to work on. But in the meanwhile, as I said, for Gossip in the Dark, do you like the Gossipers, or just leave it alone? You don't even care about these names. You have Beyonce with the beehives. Nicki Minaj is the Barbs. And who else? Cardi B is what? Cardi Gang or something like that. And I know a couple of YouTubers like Nosy Ho. She is the Mermaids, and Funky Dineva, he's the Funky Bunch. But yeah, let me know if you like that name. And now let's get into it. So we're going to start with the actor. His name is Armie Hammer.
So I've been back in LA for a couple of weeks now. This is my truck. I bought this for myself in 2017 as a Christmas gift for myself, because I've had pickup trucks for a long time, and I have loved this truck intensely and taken it camping and across country multiple times and on long road trips. And I took it for one last road trip to CarMax. This is not an ad for CarMax. This is because I'm selling my truck. Since being back in LA, I have put about $400 or $500 worth of gas in it, and I can't afford it. I can't afford the gas anymore. I mean, this truck, like kids home from the hospital, all that stuff. Amazing trips. But you know what? That's okay. I got a new car. It's tiny. It's a hybrid. I'm probably going to put about $10 of gas in it a month. And this is it.
So we're going to talk about Armie Hammer. And he is an actor. And you know the brand Armie Hammer? Well, his great-grandfather on his father's side is his great-grandfather. And he was a oil tycoon and philanthropist. So yes, Armie Hammer is related to the Armie Hammer brand. So we're going to go into his story. It's a 2-minute read from E! News, and it says, Armie Hammer reveals he's selling his truck since he can't afford the gas anymore. Armie Hammer is saying goodbye to a part of his past and hello to the future. A year after the Call Me By Your Name star settled his divorce with Elizabeth Chambers, he shared that he's trading in his black pickup truck for a more energy and cost-efficient vehicle. I've been back in LA for a couple of weeks now, Armie said in an August 27th Instagram video, sharing insights into his decision to part ways with the truck. Since being back in LA, I have put about $400 or $500 worth of gas in it. I can't afford it. I can't afford the gas anymore. The 38-year-old, who shares Harper 9 and Ford 7 with his ex-wife, bought the black GMC Sierra 1500 Delaney pickup truck for himself as a Christmas gift in 2017. I've had pickup trucks for a long time, he recalled. I have loved this truck immensely. I have loved this truck intensely and taken it camping and cross country multiple times and on long road trips. Although he's heartbroken selling his beloved car, Armie's looking at the silver lining. It's okay, he noted. I got a new car. It's tiny, it's a hybrid, and I'm probably going to put about $10 of gas in it a month. He also admitted that when feeling unsure about the decision, I just keep telling myself that parking will be easier and gas is going to be cheaper. The social network actor sees it as a part of his fresh chapter, which also includes a new apartment and new life in Los Angeles. He added, here's to new beginnings. Armie's latest update comes 1 month after he reflected on his time outside of the public eye for over 3 years, following numerous allegations of sexual misconduct, including the R word. After a lengthy investigation, the Los Angeles Police Department declined to press charges. It was pretty great, Armie said on being canceled during the Club Random with Bill Maher podcast in July. It's incredible liberating because so much of my life leading up to there was being preoccupied with how I was perceived, which now you don't care about. Once everyone just decides that they hate you, he continued, you go, oh well, I don't need anything from you people anymore. I guess I just should have learned to be content with myself. And then you go do that, and it feels effing amazing. Among the allegations brought against Armie in 2021 were the partook in cannibalistic fantasies, coerced his partner into BDSM scenarios, and that he carved his initials into a woman's body, all of which he denied. But nevertheless, the Death on the Nile star believes all of the events in his life were a blessing in disguise. I experienced an ego death, a career death, a financial death, all these things, right? He explained. You got to die, and once you die, you can then be reborn. So yes, Armie Hammer, because of all these accusations of the R word and that he was into cannibalism, it ruined his career. You know, he hasn't worked since 2021 when these allegations came out. And he's, you know, it's sad because he's saying it's not true, but the world we live in now is a cancel culture world. I think it's getting a little better, not there yet, but even though he was proven not to be guilty of the R or cannibalism or the BDSM, this man was proven innocent in all this, or proven that there was no evidence to bring charges. His career right there took a hit because, as I said, no one wants to be associated with someone on that level of such a disturbing allegation made against them. And he said with his truck he was paying $400 a month for gas, and now he's down to $10 a month because he's now in a hybrid vehicle. Now, some might say with the name Armie Hammer arrived from the brand Armie Hammer, how can you be broke? Now, with celebrities, when they say they're broke and they can't afford anything anymore, I think they're talking in terms of, I have this lifestyle, this is how I live this lifestyle, and because I'm not working anymore, I won't be able to continue that lifestyle. So if he came down to, let's say, regular folks, I'm just going to use regular folks, then he'll be able to survive. It would not be a problem for him. But because he's from Hollywood, where everything is big and glamour and it's all about money, popularity, of course he's going to be looked at as if, there's no money, he has nothing. But, hopefully his career will get back on track. I've seen him in quite a few movies. The last one I saw him in that I enjoyed and I thought they were going to come back with a sequel to it was The Man from U.N.C.L.E., yes, with Superman Kevin, with Superman Henry Cavill, sorry, yes. So The Man from U.N.C.L.E., it was like a British spy show, one of those, and I enjoyed it. It ended where a sequel could take place, and I did hear that they said that a sequel was in the works. How true that was, I'm not sure, but to date we haven't heard anything, and I don't think a sequel will be taking place. And it was a remake from an actual TV series, Man from U.N.C.L.E. or overseas. So yes, with the Armie, hopefully, he might start getting jobs soon. Again, we're in this cancel culture, and everyone is looking out for their brand. They don't want to associate themselves with someone who's, the word they would use sometimes is problematic. So, good luck to him, and, welcome to regular life, to put it that way. As I said, he has money to survive. This man won't go homeless or hungry. It's just that he won't be able to live the lifestyle he was used to living. And you hear some of these people when they say they're broke, again, just for show, you're like, who is your manager or who's your accountant? I know they have to have publicists and makeup and designer and this and that, but you're not making enough money for you to invest or to put aside just in case. Yeah, sometimes I question Hollywood with a lot of these celebrities when they come out and they say they're going broke, they have no money. And it's like, no, you have money. It's just that you're growing broke Hollywood style, not regular folk style. So again, good luck to him, and hopefully, he'll be seen or he'll get hired for a role. He's a good actor from the couple movies or shows that I've seen him in. So, good luck, Armie Hammer. Now we're going to move right into Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she was not on for, I think, the last 2 seasons, but I think this season she's coming back as a friend. But anyways, with Cynthia, the story is that she is dating again. Yes, Cynthia is dating again. So we're going to read a quick article. Let me see if I can find it. Cynthia Bailey. And this person who she met him in Amsterdam. And she's here in the US. So travel miles. Ooh. She said in the last month, I guess he's been here probably 3 or 4 times. She was on the podcast. So we're going to go ahead and read about Cynthia. But before we do, let's get some background on Cynthia and her dating life. So apparently she was engaged to a Jason Williams in 1996. She was engaged, or Russell Simmons proposed. I did not know that, and she turned down that proposal. She was with actor Leon Robinson, which they have a daughter together. Her name is Noelle. Then when she got on the show, which was in, hold on guys, hold on. She got in the show Real Housewives of Atlanta 2010. So she was on for 6 seasons, 6 years. So she was on there 2010 to 2016. And on that show, we were introduced to Peter Thomas. And she got married to Peter Thomas on July 24th, 2010. And their relationship, or they announced their separation in 2016. And their divorce was finalized in March 2017. So that's, that by itself was a drama. Her mom and her sister, they did not like Peter. They thought he was opportunist, and he was only with Cynthia he's like a club bar manager person or owner. So he does like a lot of sports bar and restaurants. And basically they were saying he was using Cynthia to get out there. And not only that, but Cynthia invested in one of his companies and it went flat. And she lost her money. I think she sued or she was paid something back. I'm not quite sure. So after Peter Thomas, she then was in a relationship with a Fox Sports correspondent, and his name was Mike Hill. And that was in 2018, August of 2018, she announced. And then she became engaged July of 2019, and was married on October 10th, 2020. So like a year and a couple months after the engagement, they got married. And that was during COVID. Remember, we had COVID and all that stuff. And then in October of 2022, she filed for divorce which was finalized the same year. So I guess they didn't have much to go on. Yeah, because they weren't even together for that too long. Dating rumors was 2018, engaged 2019, married 2020, divorced 2022. So they weren't together that long. Cynthia would be one of those people who looks like she loves being in a relationship. She does not want to be alone for a while, and marriage is not always the answer to everything. So let's see with this one. And the difference with this new guy that she's going with, when I read the article, let's hear if I heard properly. She said the swirl. Now the swirl sounds like she's dating someone of the Caucasian persuasion, they like to say. So now we're going to read this article, and it's a 3-minute read, and it says, Cynthia Bailey officially dating. I have met someone who lives in Amsterdam. So a very long distance relationship. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey seems to be a romantic. After all, she is the only housewife to ever tie the knot twice in one franchise. Shade. In 2021, fans were disappointed when Cynthia exited the series. Thankfully, she will be back for season 16 of Raw as a friend of the housewife. And now it sounds like Cynthia is having some good luck in her dating life too. So when 50 Cent was a guest on Sirius XM's Jeff Lewis Live, she spilled some tea about her dating life. When the host Jeff Lewis asked if she was dating, Cynthia replied, I'm dating and I'm doing. It's like we were talking about the whole speed dating, and well, I can confirm that the dating scene is trash out here at this point. So without having to lower my standards too low at this point, and then being a woman of a certain age and all that good stuff, she continued, I met someone who lives in Amsterdam, and he comes to visit me a lot, and it's been 4 consistent months, and I really like him. Ooh. She likes him. Now you know that Jeff is going to get all the details. How often does he fly? He asks. He's been here like 3 times in 4 months. Oh, so it's 3 times in 4 months. I was saying that for the month he came 3 times or 4 times. Because if that's the case, then he has money. But no, it's been 3 times in 4 months. After talking on the phone, he came to see me in like 2 weeks, she stated. So after 2 weeks of talking on the phone, he came to see her. But you're not exclusive, right? You're still keeping things open, Jeff asked. Well, we are official and we are exclusive. So she has a boyfriend, guys, Cynthia explained. But I'm normally like on Instagram going, hey, here's my guy. And I have hashtags, and I just do the most when I'm in love because I'm a lover of love. That is for sure. Then Jeff inquired if Cynthia was stepping back from that approach this time. I'm not doing that anymore. So she's saying she's not going to put her relationship out online anymore. She's learned her lesson. Secret squirrel. We have been creeping all over the place, Cynthia said. No one has caught us yet. So, well, hopefully. Cynthia can continue to keep this romance under wraps for a while. So, yes, Cynthia, you put it out there. So now paparazzi, everyone who's curious to see who this man from Amsterdam is, they are going to track you now because they want to see who this guy is. And let's go down some more. Ooh, she did not say any more. So guys, I guess you're gonna have to listen to the podcast, because when I saw a snippet of the podcast, she said See, oh, got it. Here, right here, people. I'm not doing any of that. Secret squirrel. So I was saying, I thought she said swirl, like swirl. But no, she's saying squirrel, like the pet. So what does that mean? Secret squirrel. But squirrels aren't quiet. Don't you see them jumping up and down trees? So maybe it's not a white guy. I'm sure they have a black population or a couple black people in Amsterdam. But until we see who this man is, we right now don't know the race that she's dating. And should we be concerned about that? No. Anybody can date who they want to date. It's just that when she said Amsterdam and then I thought she said swirl, I was thinking, oh, you know, she went and find her a white man, which is fine. But right here it says secret squirrel, like the animal squirrel in a tree. So I'm going to have to listen to that snippet again to make sure I heard correctly that it's secret squirrel, squirrel, and not swirl that I heard. So, yes, Cynthia, you just put the target on you. You're telling people you've been out and about with this guy and no one has taken the picture yet. So it's out there. So, give it a couple days or weeks, because this program with Jeff Lewis was when, so it was Monday or Tuesday she did the podcast. So now it's out there for people to go see. Okay, guys, so we wish Cynthia luck on her adventure in finding love again. Not marriage, but love. And we're going to go on from there. So, Armie done. Cynthia done. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I had something loaded, but for some reason it's not coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for now, guys.